morning, friends. Greetings and welcome to the Brightside, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I am your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado, registered pharmacist number 12275. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your vitality, to your health, to your well-being, and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to the Brightside every day, you are more and more in control of your body, you are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That is why we are here every day on the Brightside, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 27 years of practicing pharmacy, I have seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes and hypertension and obesity and skin diseases like psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, acne, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds, recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle. But what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure, because the human biological system is a healing system. It's a regenerating system. It is a renewing system that is designed divinely to heal and renew itself on a moment-to-moment basis. And while some folks may call that system a miracle, it really is just the way the body works. If you have questions about health, nutrition, prescription drugs, we want to hear from you. Our number is 855-660-4261, 855-660-4261. Try to get on board early. It's first come, first serve. And we like to get as many calls in as possible, especially if you have a success story or if you want to contribute to the conversation. If you want to purchase any of the longevity products you hear advertised on the Brightside or you hear us recommend on the program, 866-735-2470 is the phone number for the Brightside Ben phone team. That's 866-735-2470. Make sure you ask them about joining the Brightside Ben team for a one-time $10 fee. You can start yourself a longevity business, make some money selling longevity products, and enjoy all the tax benefits associated with having your own business, including writing off your home office, writing off mileage, writing off your sample products, and, of course, you can get your products at the wholesale price and help spread the word about the power and importance of a good nutritional supplement program. All right. Thanks for joining us on the Brightside. At the end of the program yesterday, we got a call from a guy who wanted to know about whole food supplements, and I've been getting a lot of emails about whole food supplements. I guess there must be some folks out there promoting their products, their whole food products. I've been getting emails, Facebooks, phone calls about whole food vitamins. So I thought it would be an important topic to talk about today before we continue our discussion on cysteine and N-acetylcysteine and some of the other cysteine detox elements. N-acetylcysteine is so important for mercury detox, and N-acetylcysteine's relationship to selenium for detoxification. And then there's foods that contain cysteine that also have interesting detox properties. We'll be getting into that next week and over the coming Brightside episodes. But first of all, I want to get into this whole idea of whole food supplementation, whole food supplements. For those of you who don't know, a whole food supplement is a multiple vitamin and mineral and accessory nutrient dietary supplement that contains plant material, basically fruits and vegetable materials, that in turn contain nutrients. Vitamin C, the B complex, minerals and such. So a whole food supplement is basically just food that has been standardized to contain a certain amount of nutrients. If you look at the ingredient deck, not the supplement facts, but the ingredient deck on a whole food supplements, you're going to see things like fermented organic food blends and organic kale and organic cranberry and collard or spirulina, chlorella, spinach. This is a list of ingredients taken off the label of a whole food supplement made by a company called Real Food Organics. Another highly regarded whole food supplement product is made by a company called New Chapter. I like New Chapter. They make some good stuff. You'll look at the ingredient deck for the New Chapter men's whole food product. Shows ingredients like lithothamnion, which is a type of algae, organic milled soy, yeast, maltodextrin, orange peel, lemon peel, organic carrot powder, organic alfalfa powder, organic molasses. So what you can see here is the bulk of your whole food supplement, which is going to set you back maybe 30 $40 up to $50 or $60, even $70 for a 1 or 2 month supply, you can see that the bulk of the ingredients in your whole food supplement, your very expensive whole food supplement, is nothing more than a smattering of fruit and vegetable powder, perhaps a little bit of yeast or maybe some algae in there as well. That's great. No one's going to say fruit and vegetable powders or algae or yeast are a problem. No one says they're a bad thing, and certainly the idea that there are things in these foods that support the way vitamins and minerals work, but which themselves are not essential nutrients, just supportive cofactors. This idea of using cofactors and using foods, that's a good idea. It's valid. This is why you want to eat food. This is why you want to eat good food. This is why you want to eat nutritionally dense food. Why would you need to buy a supplement to get fruit and vegetables and seaweed? Why would you need to spend $30 to $50 on a supplement that's got a little tiny bit of fruit powder and vegetable powder and seaweed powder in it? The idea of a supplement is to supplement our food. The idea of a supplement is not that the supplement is food, it's to supplement the food. It's to spike our food, to bump up the nutritional value of our food. To supplement is to support. The idea of a supplement is to support our food. We don't need to buy a whole food supplement. The point of supplementation is to use whole food and then bump up the nutrients in the whole food with a supplement. To supplement is to spike something. If you want the cofactors in whole foods, that's great. Eat vegetables and eat fruits. Then you'll get the cofactors. Eat yeast. Yeast's a great source of vitamins and minerals. Nutritional yeast is an awesome, awesome supplement or food. Eat it. You don't need to buy a supplement that contains a little bit of yeast or a little bit of fruit and vegetable powder in it. Eat yeast. Eat food. Eating food is the ultimate way to get a whole food supplement, and it's only going to cost you a few pennies a day. And another thing, not only are these whole food supplements basically just a tiny smattering of plant and yeast and seaweed powder, but the nutrients that are in the whole food supplements, the doses that you're getting are ridiculously low. They're bordering on insignificant. Sometimes you're getting 1 or 2% of the already pathetically low RDA, recommended daily allowance, the ridiculous deprivation allowance. You buy a whole food supplement, for example, this one from New Chapter. Again, I like New Chapter, but come on, guys. If you buy New Chapter's Every Man's One Daily, you're getting on the order of 50% of the already low levels of chromium. You're getting 60 milligrams of vitamin C, which is basically just the RDA, the ridiculously low RDA. You're getting 1.5% of the recommended daily allowance of calcium, which again is already ridiculously low. You're getting 1%, 5 milligrams of magnesium. Now, true, the stuff is more readily available, but the amounts that you're getting are so small they're bordering on insignificant. If these kinds of products provide you with the kind of nutrient concentrations that you need for health, and you were getting generous amounts of them, you're getting a high amounts of calcium, magnesium, vitamin C, etc., in your fruit and vegetable powders from your organic whole food supplement, well, that's great. But that's not what's happening. These kinds of products that are made from whole foods provide fractions of the kind of nutrients you need. On the in the New Chapter product, 60 milligrams of vitamin C is 1/7 of the vitamin C that you get from a chili pepper. It's 1/8 of the vitamin C that you get from a scoop of Beyond Tangy Tangerine. The Real Food whole food supplement, that's another company's whole food supplement, you get 120 milligrams of vitamin C, still basically an insignificant dose, and then tiny, tiny fractions of the B complex and zinc and selenium. Think about it. If you're getting a whole food supplement, you're getting a whole food. That's great. Except you're getting the amount of a whole food that wouldn't even fill up a thimble. Break open your whole food supplement capsule or crush up the tablet. You'll see what you're getting. It may be concentrated. That's true. But it can't be all that concentrated. Just look at the nutritional value. In the New Chapter product, you're getting a teaspoonful of nutrients in the entire bottle, maybe a couple of teaspoonfuls of nutrients in the entire bottle. For $30 or $40, you're getting 2, maybe 3 teaspoonfuls of whole food, whatever. Tiny little amounts for $30 or $40. Is there nutritional value in it? Probably. But is it worth it? All right, there's a couple more things I want to say about this when we come back from our break. I'm Pharmacist Ben. You're listening to The Brightside on Genesis Communication Network.
I had tried everything. I'd cut back the amount of food I was eating. I was lifting weights and jogging, but nothing was working. My body was literally starving for minerals and trace elements as well as key vitamins. And as soon as I had that, I immediately could eat half of what I was eating previously and be satisfied. Now, there are hundreds of great products at InfoWarsTeam.com, but I want to point out the 3 that have helped me lose 37 pounds in just 2 months. Products like Beyond Tangy Tangerine, Pollen Burst, and Rebound. When I started taking the Tangy Tangerine and other products every day, I lost more than 37 pounds in just 2 months. Now that's results. I want to challenge my listeners to go to InfoWarsTeam.com and to order just 3 of their products, and you will see the changes in the way you look, feel, and in your appetite almost immediately. Start your journey to health and wellness today. InfoWarsTeam.com.
Gold. It's like nothing else on Earth. From the Romans through the Renaissance, from the Industrial Age to the Space Age, gold has weathered the test of time. For 6,000 years, gold has remained the ultimate store of wealth. According to the World Gold Council and the U.S. Mint, demand is at an all-time high. The stage is being set for the reemergence of gold as the common-sense alternative to a fiat paper currency that gets weaker every day. Midas Resources is proud to offer the hard-hitting report that arms you with the truth you need to protect you and your family from the Fed's plans for your hard-earned money. Don't gamble with your future. Call Midas Resources today and ask for your free copy of As Good as Gold. Call 1-800-686-2237 for the report the Fed hopes you'll never see. As Good as Gold can be yours by calling 800-686-2237. If you have ever thought about owning gold, you must read this report. Call Midas today at 800-686-2237.
We all know that Berkey Water Purification Systems are the most trusted name in water filtration. As an authorized Berkey dealer for over 6 years and serving thousands of satisfied customers, the Berkey Guy offers amazing specials for Berkey Water Filtration Systems. The Berkey Light Systems include a set of self-sterilizing and recleanable black purification elements that purify water by removing chlorine, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, and parasites to non-detectable levels and remove harmful chemicals such as herbicides and pesticides. Order the Berkey Light System today, complete with 2 black Berkey elements for only $231, and the Berkey Guy will ship your order free of charge. With the purchase of a Berkey Light, the Berkey Guy is also offering a set of fluoride and arsenic filters for only $39.99. That's over 30% off the retail price. Call the Berkey Guy at 1-877-886-3653. That's 1-877-886-3653. Or order online at GoBerkey.com. That's GoBerkey.com today.
We live in a complicated society. Stressful issues are always popping up. Have you ever been treated unfairly by someone? Have you ever been overcharged for a repair? Have you ever signed a contract or a document worried about identity theft? How many times have you been in those unique situations where you just wanted to call an attorney to find out if you're right or wrong or what your legal rights are? But every time you think about calling an attorney, what do you think about first? That's right. Who do you call, and how much will it cost? Our friends at Legal Shield have found a solution. With a nationwide network of 6,900 attorneys who average 19 years of experience, Legal Shield's law firms take over 40,000 calls per week helping their members. For less than $20 per month, you can have access to Legal Shield on everything from the trivial to the traumatic. Let Legal Shield stand up for your rights at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com. Or call 855-340-SAVE, 855-340-7283.
Results will vary from case to case.
A little right, a little left, but always independent-minded. The Genesis Communications Network, GC.
All right, we're back on the Brightside. I am Pharmacist Ben. 855-660-4261 is our call-in number if you have any questions about health, nutrition, prescription drugs. If you want to chime in on the subject of whole food supplements, I'd like to hear what you guys have to say. If you're in the business, I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about whole food supplements. My take is, why would you pay $30 to $40 for a little tiny bit of whole food? Now, is it true? Is it true that whole foods are better than supplements? Probably. Whole foods have various things in them that help the body absorb them, help them get absorbed. This whole interest of absorption is also very, very interesting and a little confusing as well. When we swallow a supplement, when we swallow a food, a whole food, or otherwise when we eat a food, that supplement goes down our gullet into our stomach where it's mechanically broken down and dissolved in our digestive juices. And from there, our supplement, whole food or otherwise, moves into the intestine where it's further broken down and it's further processed. At this point of contact between the food or the supplement or the whole food supplement and the intestine, this is where absorption takes place, absorption into the body. But this is different from absorption into the cells of the body. This is just absorption into the body. You know, when you put something in your mouth and it goes in your digestive system, that's not really in your body, technically. It's in your digestive tract, which is technically isolated from the rest of your body, except for a few little places where it gets into the body. So you eat your food, take your supplement, it goes into the intestine. At this point, this is where the various types of nutrients, the various forms of nutrients, and the various proportions of nutrients are going to play a role. This is where foods have their advantage over supplements, and this is where whole food supplements have their advantage over regular supplements. In the case of minerals, because of their natural positive charge, the body has to attach certain molecules to change the electrical charge of minerals in order to get them into the intestinal cells. That's called chelation. You probably heard the term chelation, and the body naturally will chelate minerals. So you'll eat a whole food or a whole food supplement or whatever you're eating. You'll put it in your mouth. It goes into your intestine. The mineral is separated out from the food, from your hamburger, or from your supplement. Now that mineral has a positive charge. That mineral with a positive charge is not going to make it into the intestine. The body has to protect it. The body has to somehow cover that positive charge up. And it will do it in a process called chelation. The most important natural chelating agent is something called picolinate. You guys have all heard me talk about zinc picolinate. You've probably seen chromium picolinate. Picolinate is a substance that's made in the body, and the body sticks picolinate onto a mineral, and then that mineral will get absorbed as a picolinate, absorbed into the intestine. Food-based minerals, plant-based minerals, colloidal minerals, these also have their positive charges protected, and this is where food-based minerals and colloidal minerals have their advantage. This is why the Beyond Tangy Tangerine minerals have their advantage over the cheapo kind of minerals that you get in drugstores. This is why this was Dr. Wallett's great insight, or one of his great insights, was the idea that a colloidal mineral, a plant-based mineral, is better absorbed than an inorganic mineral. The colloidal form, the protected form, makes it not only more readily absorbable, but also makes it non-toxic. That's why you can eat all the colloidal iodine you want, and all it will be is a nutritional supplement, or all it will provide is nutritional support. But if you did regular iodine with a positive charge on it, it would kill you. Colloidal minerals are protected. Colloidal minerals are more readily taken in. Same with plant-based minerals. Same with whole food supplement minerals. This is where whole foods really have an advantage. Whole foods have their advantage at the level of absorption into the intestine. The problem is the doses. You're not getting the kind of doses that you need, and you're paying a heck of a lot of money for a whole food, for a tiny little bit of a whole food. In terms of vitamins, vitamins are activated by digestive juices, and then they're carried into the intestinal cells by various molecules that are called transport molecules or carrier molecules that sort of attach themselves to the vitamin and chaperone them into the intestinal cell. And here again, food vitamins and food-based vitamins are probably going to be taken in more effectively because of proportions, and because of cofactors, and because of the amounts of the vitamins. Higher doses of vitamins may affect absorption. You may get, if you take a higher dose of vitamin than you need, you may not get the absorption that you may not be absorbing all of that vitamin. This is why it's always a good idea to divide your doses. This is why, in my opinion, it's better to sip on your Beyond Tangy Tangerine than to take it in all at once in one big dose. And again, this is where food-based supplements, while being more expensive, may be advantageous in the sense that you're not going to be wasting, you won't be wasting nutrients, but again, you won't be getting as much either. How the body how the body specifically, how the cells inside the body, the final destination of our nutrient, uses essential molecules after they've entered into the bloodstream through the intestine. That doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when a bone cell gets the vitamin C, or a heart cell gets the vitamin C, or a brain cell gets the vitamin C. It doesn't know. The heart cell, the brain cell, the bone cell, the liver cell, it doesn't know that vitamin C came from an orange. It doesn't know that vitamin C came from a New Chapter whole food supplement. It doesn't know that the vitamin C came from a regular vitamin C pill. It just knows that it's vitamin C. At the point where the nutrient is going to be used for biochemistry. I'm not talking about absorption in through the intestine. I'm talking about at the point where that nutrient is being used for biochemistry, for making collagen, for upregulating some kind of chemical process, for detoxification, or for whatever. It only matters that nutrient is present, and present in sufficient quantities for the chemistry to proceed. At the point where the nutrient is used, not where it's absorbed into the blood through the intestine. At the point where it is used by the blood cell, by the bone cell, by the liver cell, by the brain cell. At the point where the brain cell or the whatever cell meets the vitamin C, all that matters to that cell is that stuff vitamin C? Is that stuff magnesium? Is that stuff chromium? Is that stuff calcium? It doesn't matter where it came from. It doesn't matter if it came from an orange or a pepper or a whole food supplement or Beyond Tangy Tangerine or anything else. And by the way, the synonym for vitamin C is ascorbic acid. So anybody out there saying, well, you don't want ascorbic, and I hear this is craziness. You don't want ascorbic acid. Ascorbic acid can't be used. I hear all kinds of things about ascorbic acid as if it was a different molecule. It's not. It's a synonym for vitamin C. Vitamins have chemical names. All vitamins have chemical names. The chemical name for vitamin B1 is thiamine. The chemical name for vitamin B2 is riboflavin. The chemical name for vitamin B3 is niacin, and the chemical name for vitamin C is ascorbic acid. It's not a different form of vitamin C. It's not an artificial form of vitamin C. It's not a toxic or in any way problematic form of vitamin C. It's a synonym for vitamin C. To the gal who wrote me a letter saying how disappointed she was that the Beyond Tangy Tangerine is made with ascorbic acid and vitamin C, please understand that ascorbic acid is vitamin C. And by the time our vitamin C has passed through the intestinal cells and entered into the body via the blood, there's no more orange or chili pepper or mango or cantaloupe or lemon left in it. It's just vitamin C, and at that point it doesn't matter. Once it has entered into the blood system from the digestive tract, where it comes from, it doesn't matter where that source was. If that vitamin C came from a whole food supplement, that may be an advantage as far as absorption into the intestine goes, or through the intestine, but it's irrelevant to the final body cell, the liver cell, the bone cell, the immune cell, whatever cell that is absorbing it. All right, I got a few more things I want to say, and then we will get to your phone calls at 855-660-4261. I'm Pharmacist Ben. We'll be back right after this. Don't go away.
Did you know that organic sulfur can cleanse and defend your body against the poisons we're exposed to each day? Organic sulfur crystals from sulfurdefense.com help by forcing oxygen and nutrition into your cells while eliminating heavy metals, contaminants, and damaging radiation. Defend yourself and family from toxic assault with one of the most critical and essential minerals available today. Order online at sulfurdefense.com. That's sulfurdefense.com, or call 800-593-6273.
Please pay attention, folks. AmericanSurvivalWholesale.com is a Christian, veteran-owned wholesale preparedness company. Our mission is to get the Word of God out to all those in need of a Bible and who cannot afford one. We also provide great-tasting freeze-dried food from only 50 cents per serving, GMO-free food, over 1,000 preparedness items.
Plus, for a limited time, type in the word Genesis at checkout and receive 10% off your total purchase. That's AmericanSurvivalWholesale.com.
This alert just came in. This special announcement is for business owners and leaders of organizations who've been waiting for the right time to build. General Steel has made it impossible to wait any longer with rock-bottom prices that could save you thousands. That's right. General Steel, America's leader in pre-engineered structures, is offering buildings at prices you will never see again. Don't miss these prices. A 50 by 100 for under $30,000. You heard right. That's 5,000 square feet under $30,000. Manufacturers, if you need a larger building, try a 100 by 100 commercial building for $129,000. You can't afford to rent with these prices. Imagine a 70 by 100 foot church building for under $69,000. With the economy improving and interest rates still at historic lows, you can't afford to wait. So call 866-91-STEEL. Lock in your price now. Take delivery in spring. 866-91-STEEL. That's 866-917-8335.
We travel so much, and having a fake TV, well, it gives added peace of mind.
Burglars look for houses that appear to be easy targets. But fake TV can fool even professional burglars into thinking someone is home watching television.
As a recent widow living alone, it gives me great peace of mind to set my fake TV near a window and know that passing motorists and pedestrians will think someone is home watching TV when I'm actually away from home.
Fake TV easily plugs into any outlet, just like a light on a timer.
And they're so easy to use. You just plug them in and they're ready to go. Plus, they're so affordable that we have one upstairs and downstairs.
Fake TV is only $29.95 with free shipping. Order your fake TV by calling 877-5FAKE-TV or go to faketv.com. That's 877-532-5388 or faketv.com. Fake TV, the burglar deterrent.
Don't complain about your cable bill going up and up and up. Do something about it. Grab a pencil and jot down this special number, 1-855-905-MY-TV. The more cable TV rates go up, the better digital satellite TV looks. Say goodbye to the cable guy and get more of your favorite channels in 100% digital quality for less money. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. Sign up for packages starting as low as $19.99, and there's no equipment to buy. You get free HD TV upgrade, a free DVR upgrade, and free professional installation. You control what you watch when you watch it. Record your favorite shows. Pause and rewind live TV. Even skip the commercials. Watch local channels too. At just $19.99, what are you waiting for? Pull out your major credit or debit card. Call 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV. Say goodbye to the cable guy. Cut costs and get more. 1-855-905-MY-TV. 1-855-905-MY-TV.
Great news, pure water lovers. BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com has a special discount offer for all GCN listeners. You can't do better than a Big Berkey for economy. For only 1.7 cents a gallon, a single set of filters can last for 5 to 10 years. There's none better than a Big Berkey for emergency preparedness as a backup water source. And you just can't beat a Big Berkey to remove dangerous chlorine, all types of fluoride, pathogenic bacteria, cysts, parasites, and unhealthy byproducts from municipal water. Berkey water filter systems are even powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. For the gold standard in water filters, get a Big Berkey at BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. And all GCN listeners get 5% off all ceramic filter systems. For details, call 1-877-99-BERKEY. That's 877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
Independently leading the way for the nation. Compelling talk for every political persuasion. We are G.
The Brightside, I'm Pharmacist Ben. I just got a couple more things I want to say about this notion of whole foods, whole food vitamins, and then we'll just put this subject to rest unless you guys have anything you want to add to the conversation. 855-660-4261 is our number. So number one, you spend your 30, 40, 50, 60, up to $70 I've seen for your whole food supplement, and that's great, but you're getting whole food. Why not just eat whole food? What's the point of using a whole food supplement when all it is whole food stuck in a capsule, ground up and perhaps concentrated a little bit? But really, it's just tiny, tiny little smatterings, as you can tell by looking at the supplement facts on most of these products, which are really insignificant when it comes to doses. That's the first thing. You're getting basically just tiny little amounts of nutrients, and you're basically getting food. The second point is that absorption into the intestine not into the cells, the bone cells, the liver cells, the various cells of the body, brain cell, whatever. Absorption through the digestive tract, through the intestine, into the blood. You do need to have cofactors and various substances associated with your vitamins and minerals to maximize absorption, and this is where a whole food supplement will provide you with some advantage. Now, you're not going to get a lot of nutritional value, but you'll get some advantages in terms of absorption. But the point is, at the level of a cell where the cell is taking in the vitamin C or the magnesium or the calcium, the cell doesn't care where that nutrient came from. Once it passes through the intestine, into the blood, into the body, it doesn't matter. This is the reason why if you do research on vitamins and minerals and their therapeutic value, you're going to see that studies that show the benefits of vitamin C are not done on oranges. They're done on ascorbic acid. Studies that show that 50 milligrams of zinc picolinate a day will change the texture and quality of your skin and your skin secretions and improve your acne are done on zinc. They're not done on foods that contain zinc. So on the one hand, whole food supplements contain tiny amounts of essential nutrients. They're basically food, just not a lot of food, and not a lot of nutrition either. And on the other hand, although at the level of the intestinal absorption, the forms and the proportions of our nutrients probably do matter, at the actual point where those nutrients are being used to do their duty, to do their work in a cell, it doesn't matter where that nutrient came from. And that's my take. Food is always best. Food contains the appropriate ratios and proportions and blends of various substances which absolutely do affect absorption. Vitamin C works together with minerals. Calcium works with magnesium and vitamin D. Sodium works with potassium. Copper works with zinc. These balances are very important. There's no denying this. However, we just don't have a good idea of how much total nutritional value is going to be in our food. This is why we have to supplement. Food is always best, but we just don't know what's left in our food after we factor in processing and shipping and storing and cooking and the soils, etc. If you want to use a whole food supplement, that's great, but you're going to be spending a lot of money for not a lot of nutrition. And for what is, at the end of the day, basically just a little tiny bit of food. In my opinion, that's silly. If you really want a whole food supplement, eat food. Eat well. Eat nutritionally dense. Eat lots of veggies. Eat little bits of fruit. Use nutritional yeast. But if you want to be maximally healthy, add in a dense, loaded, packed nutritional supplement as well. And that means the Beyond Tangy Tangerine, the Ultimate Daily, and other loaded, packed nutritional supplements with your foods. And that's all I'm going to say about that, unless you guys want to contribute to the conversation. 855-660-4261 is our number. On our next Brightside episode, we'll continue talking about the hardening protein cysteine, actually the hardening protein cysteine's detox properties, and that'll be on our next Brightside episode. Time to hit our phones. Let's go to New York and welcome Judy to the Brightside. What's up, Judy?
Hi, thank you so much for taking my call.
Sure.
I've been listening, I'll try to make this quick. I've been listening for over a year, and you were very, very helpful with my family, particularly my daughter. And so I got the bone soup, the tangerine, the probiotic.
Okay.
So, but my daughter, she's a 19-year-old, and I emailed you a couple of times regarding her menstrual cycle. On the first day of her period, most of the time, like 90% of the time, she would faint, and her blood pressure would drop, and each time she would, go to the bathroom, she'd get very clammy, and she would fall off, to commode sometimes, or have to carry her back to her bed, and she would have to just sleep the day away. She could not eat anything. She would regurgitate.
Okay.
So the doctor said that, listening to you, I know it's a digestive problem. I know it's a digestive problem, but, I just don't know exactly what to do.
Okay.
So I started giving her the bone soup and, taking away the pastas, the carbohydrates and all that. And that helped.
Okay.
It helped a lot. However, of course, being first year in college, she goes to college, she's on a meal plan. They have all the pasta, pizza you want. And she, passed out in her dorm.
Okay.
And hit her head on it. And so, but last Sunday, a couple of Sundays ago, without her menstrual cycle. She was at home from spring break, and she fainted.
Okay.
And I took her blood pressure. It was 90-something, and I gave her orange juice and vitamin C and everything, and her blood pressure went up to 104, 105, which the doctors say is normal for her. And so, but on Thursday of the same week, she complained of chest pains, and I rushed her to the emergency. They talked to me about troponin levels being elevated so high.
About what levels? I'm sorry, what
troponin enzymes, the troponin enzyme level were very high, and that indicated apparently that she had a heart attack. So they, well, of course, I was totally just, but anyway, they admitted her and said that because of these troponin levels, cells have died. Usually the heart has been damaged, and we want to do an angiogram. They did EKG. They kept her for 4 days. They did a full workup. Everything was normal except the troponin. Had to go to a cardiologist, and everything was normal. It was a very invasive procedure for a 19-year-old, the angiogram that they did, and of course nothing
all right,
panned
well,
out.
let's cut to the chase here, okay, ma'am?
Okay.
Something's burdening this gal's body. Her stress hormone, cortisol, is probably jacked up, and that's what's accounting for the heart problems, may even be accounting for the elevated troponin levels. So here's what we need to do. We got to figure out what's getting into the system that's causing this kind of burden or causing this kind of stress. The first thing I'm thinking about is low blood sugar. Any issues with diabetes in the family?
No.
Any weight issues? Does she have any weight problems?
No, she's 5'7", 130 pounds.
Okay, so here's what you want to do. First and foremost, this is what I would do if I were you. Okay. First, I would, you're right on about the digestive issues. That's always the first thing that you want to do. So we want to figure out if something is getting into the digestive system through an impaired intestinal barrier. Does she have any bowel movement problems, gas, bloating? Was she colicky as a baby, anything like that? Any food allergies, intolerances?
No, I breastfed her until she was, talking, so no.
Okay, hang tight. We got to take a break. I'm going to give you some ideas here when we come back from our break. So hang tight, Judy, and we'll finish this up when we get back. I'm Pharmacist Ben. If you're on hold, hang tight. We'll get to all our calls. We'll try to get to all our calls when we come back. You're listening to The Bright Side on the Genesis Communication Network.
Pharmacist Ben Fuchs knows the importance of proper digestion.
Make sure you take a look at the Ultimate Enzyme product. They're made with bile salts and fat digestion enzymes and protein digestive enzymes. And not only do the Ultimate Enzymes give you obvious benefits for digestion, but they can also help keep your blood flowing through your circulatory system. As most of you probably know by now, thick, sludgy, clotting blood is a serious risk factor for heart disease and stroke. Clearly, inappropriate and excessive blood clotting is a major health issue, and thick, sludgy blood is not just about heart health either. Sludgy blood can compromise oxygenation and nutrient delivery to all your cells and tissues and organs, and ultimately lead to almost any health issue you can name.
Concerned about proper digestion and heart health? Order Ultimate Enzymes by calling 866-735-2470. That's 866-735-2470. Or on the web at brightsideben.com. That's brightsideben.com. Order today.
So we decided to upgrade the look of our home.
Improve the curb appeal.
We decided to add the look of stone to the exterior.
We really like the stacked stone look.
Yeah, but when I checked into the price, it was ridiculous. No way could we afford it.
Then a friend told me about Genstone. Genstone.
Genstone comes in lightweight panels made of polyurethane. They've actually engineered the hassle out of installation. No mortar, no mesh. It was easy. Even I could do it.
We just screwed the panels to the wall and it looks like stone. I mean, it really looks like stone.
Yeah, from the box to the wall in minutes.
We love the look of our home now.
And Genstone is durable, comes with a 25-year warranty, and offers additional R-value for insulation.
If you want the look of stone at a price you can afford, call Genstone
at 855-955-STONE.
Trust me, you'll save money.
And you'll love the look.
855-955-STONE. That's 855-955-7866.
I will never forget the day my son Jeremy told me he hated me and slammed the door in my face. I'm behavioral therapist Janet Lehman. Behavior problems can turn the child you love and your life into a nightmare. That's why my husband James and I created the Total Transformation, the step-by-step program that shows you how to fix the worst behavior problems and get your child to respect and listen to you again. No matter what the behavior, defiance, backtalk, angry outbursts, disrespect, we can help you stop it. Now you can get the Total Transformation for free. All you need to do is get the program and let us know how it works for you. You can keep it forever for free.
Limited number of free programs available. Call now. 1-888-912-1595. 1-888-912-1595. That's 1-888-912-1595. 1-888-912-1595.
Yeah? Did you want to see me, sir? Well, I did, but now that I do, I'm not so sure. Sir? Johnson, I got a mission for you that could change your life. Oh, good, sir. It involves traveling halfway around the world without so much as half a clue of where you're going or what you're going to do when you get there.
Situation normal, sir?
Uh-huh. Well, I'll be leading this mission, Johnson, so I'll be telling you what to do.
You, sir?
That's right, Johnson, and I say first things first.
Oh, good plan, sir.
And what I say is first is food. Always remember that, Johnson. Food is a big deal.
Sir, my brother-in-law can give us a really good deal on some surplus MREs.
Johnson, if you've got half a brain and that empty head of yours, you'll call the freeze-dry guy like I did. That food is better for you, it rehydrates faster, and it's good, Johnson, and it keeps for up to 30 years.
Will we be gone that long, sir?
I hope not. Now, get your supplies organized and meet me down to the pier at dawn on Sunday. We sail at sunrise.
Yes, sir.
This adventure is brought to you by the Freeze-Dry Guy. Call 866-404-3663 or visit freezedryguy.com.
Great minds think alike. The network for the independent-minded. The Genesis Communications Network. GC.
All right, we're back on the bright side, talking to Judy in New York. Judy, I'm going to go a little bit fast here, okay? So, okay, and you can always send an email, ben@ksco.com, and I just put on there that we talked on the radio, and I'll get make sure you put your phone number in there, and I'll get back to you. So you always want to backtrack. Whenever you got some problems, health problems, you want to backtrack to our triangle of disease. That's the first step. The triangle of disease is the digestive system, the blood sugar system, and then the adrenal stress system. Now, she's getting her fainting spells at the beginning of her period. Is she bleeding heavily, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, is she a heavy bleeder?
Yes.
She may be losing.
The first few days.
And that's when she's having her fainting spells. Up until recently, it was the first day, correct?
Exactly.
Okay, so she may be losing a lot of nutrients through her blood. She may be losing magnesium. She may be losing iron. She may be losing other minerals through the blood, and that tends to happen. So if she's a heavy bleeder and she's losing minerals, you may want to consider making sure that she's getting her minerals back. That's one thing to do. But you also might want to consider that she's not absorbing minerals through the digestive tract. That's what I was trying to get to before we went to break. And so you focus on digestive symptomology first and foremost. Probiotics can be helpful. They can help stabilize blood fat and blood hormones, female hormones especially. So using the Biolumin Nightly Essence might be helpful, and then patching up the digestive system and staying away from anything that spikes blood sugar is also important. Using nutrients that help stabilize blood sugar, especially the B vitamins, which can help with brain health and heart health and may have an effect on her fainting spells. And then focusing directly on the adrenals by using deep breathing techniques, the slow, deep breathing when she feels like she's fainting, or if she notices that she's maybe doing some shallow breathing before fainting. That can also be indicative of problems getting oxygen to the brain, and that can also lead to fainting episodes.
I just want to interject that she takes I ordered from Longevity the enzymes and probiotics, but she gets nauseated when she tries to take the enzymes and probiotics together. So
what happened?
She gets a bit queasy when she's taking the probiotics with meals and the enzymes with meals. So I'm not sure.
She still gets queasy when she takes them with food?
Yes.
She gets queasy. A lot of times people get queasy on an empty stomach, but you're saying that when she takes them with food and she gets queasy. Yes. There's something I'm thinking there's something percolating in her digestive system that's not appropriate. Yes. You really want to be focusing on digestive symptoms. Otherwise, it's going to be hard to find out what it is. See if you can link those problems up to specific food. Link her fainting episodes and what else? Did you say she had chest pains also?
Well, just past 2 Thursdays, she had chest pains. I took her to the emergency, and they did a total cardiology workup on her. And after 4 days, the cardiologist sent her home and told her to drink Gatorade and gave her inflammatory prescription, which I didn't have filled in.
Those aren't going to get to the core of the problem.
No.
You got 3 points that you got to work with first and foremost, Judy, and I'm going to let you go after this. Number 1, focus on digestive wellness. The only way to do that, in addition to using supplements, is to link problems up to specific foods. Secondly, and maybe the most important point of all, is to keep her blood sugar stable. That means staying away from anything that spikes the blood sugar. And you know the foods: pasta, bread, potatoes, sugar, fruit juice, desserts, etc. And get her into more protein. If she can do whey protein, that's awesome. If she can't, get her on some hemp seed protein, and try to up her protein significantly and wean her off of anything that throws off her blood sugar. And then use nutrients that support blood sugar: chromium, vanadium, the B complex. You may want to get her some alpha lipoic acid as well. All of those can help support blood sugar. And then work on the adrenal glands using, number 1, deep breathing techniques, slow, deep breathing. Have her practice those. Get that app that I always talk about, My Calm Beat, or bio breathing if you have a smartphone, that is. And then vitamin C and zinc are also very important for the adrenal glands. And that would be how I would be approaching this thing nutritionally. But you know what? This is kind of... And then also, I should tell you, fats are also important. Essential fatty acids, the ultimate EFAs. Have her do 3 of those 3 times a day. 9 essential fatty acid capsules a day, 3 times a day. And then I'd like you to follow up with me, because this is kind of an interesting one. I'll make this into a little case study. If you don't mind, if you could send me an email with your phone number on there, and you and I will work on this together, and then we can make a case study and put you back on the air. Would that work, Judy? Judy?
Very much. Thank you for everything, and thank you for being a beacon of hope for so many people out there.
Thank you. I appreciate that, and I want to make this thing work for you, so please stay in touch, okay?
Thank you.
All right. God bless, Judy. That's an interesting case. I want to see how that one works out. Let's move on to Canada. Welcome, Robert, to the Brightside. What's up, Robert?
I was wondering what makes my bottom number around 110 some days, and other days it's 90. And it's only recently that it's been occurring.
Okay. Do you understand the difference between the numbers, the diastolic and the systolic and all that stuff? Okay. So what you're talking about with your bottom number, that's the diastolic number, and the top number is the systolic number. The bottom number, the lower number is when the heart's relaxing. And the higher number is when the heart's pumping. So you have a higher when your heart is at rest for some reason or another. It's the pressure is a little bit higher than it should be. That could be a couple
77.
What's that?
I'm 77.
Okay. Well, that's not all that bad, but if you want to work on the top number. Go ahead.
Recently more with cold weather.
Recently more with cold weather than with hot weather. That might have something to do with the heart muscle. I'm not sure exactly what that be. Have you tried anything? Have you tried any supplements or anything?
Well, I'm trying minerals and magnesium.
Magnesium's not helping you?
No.
Are you exercising at all? Are you doing any kind of exercise?
I exercise quite a bit every day, yeah.
Okay, so the top number is usually where you have a problem. That's the number where
it's about 150.
Okay, so you got high blood pressure in general. Okay, well, that's a whole different story. Okay, so here's a couple of things for you. Number 1, you want to think about the stress hormone cortisol, lowering your cortisol levels, relaxing the heart. That might have something that might be beneficial for you. Deep breathing techniques are always your best way to lower cortisol levels. Relaxing using hot water is also another strategy. A hot bath or hot shower or a hot tub, that can have a nice relaxing effect on lowering blood pressure. In terms of nutritional supplements, magnesium is probably the most significant, although niacin can help you too. You might want to try time release niacin, or all the B complex vitamins.
I take the niacin time release.
And do you notice a difference with that?
No.
What are you using for your B complex?
Just the multiple Bs.
Get on the Beyond Tangy Tangerine. That's got a big dose of the B complex, especially thiamine, which can have a nice effect on the heart. Zinc can also be helpful. If you're not using zinc, you might want to use 50 milligrams a day of zinc as well. And then essential fatty acids, especially the omega-3 essential fatty acids, have a nice relaxing effect on the blood pressure. If you have any digestive problems, that's going to cause a clogging of the circulatory system. Anytime stuff gets into the blood through the digestive system, that can cause cause an immune reaction and increase stickiness of the blood. So you might want to correct any digestive problems if those are occurring. And also elevated insulin can also be a problem. In fact, elevated insulin is one of the main problems when it comes to hypertension, as most diabetics can tell you. So if you're eating insulin-spiking foods, sweet foods, sugary foods, bready foods, cereals, that kind of stuff, you may want to reduce those, as well as start to use nutrients that help protect insulin, help stabilize insulin. Chief among those would be things like chromium and vanadium, alpha-lipoic acid, the amino acid taurine, 400 milligrams of alpha-lipoic acid, maybe 100 to 200 milligrams of the amino acid taurine, 500 to 1,000 milligrams of the amino acid arginine can also help you with blood sugar and insulin, and then choline, choline, choline may be helpful. As far as
the only one I'm not taking.
You might want to throw that one in. And then as far as the digestive system goes, if you're not using digestive enzymes and if you're not using probiotics, you may want to consider those. And you also may want to think about intermittent fasting to help lower and stabilize insulin. What's your weight at? Where is your weight at, Robert?
160.
And how tall are you?
Beg your pardon?
How tall?
5'9".
Okay, so you're not belly fat or visceral fat?
No, I don't have any belly fat.
Okay, and no diabetes issues in the family or anything like that. Not that that always matters, but that's usually an indication.
I don't think so, because...
Okay, well, that's still something, it's just a good idea to make sure that your insulin and blood sugar are being controlled using the supplements and then using the intermittent fasting. The less we eat, the less, the more sensitive our insulin will be, and the less your body will have to pump out insulin, and there's a significant relationship between what's called hyperinsulinemia and hypertension, high levels of insulin and high blood pressure, and poor sugar control and high levels of insulin. So those might be factors that you might want to examine also. And then, as I said, the deep breathing techniques and working with the adrenal glands. Do you ever notice that when you bend down and then stand up quickly, or you stand up quickly out of a sitting position, that you feel dizzy or anything like that?
I have lots of energy.
No. Did you hear I said do you feel dizzy after you move from a sitting position to a standing position or lying position to a standing position?
No, I don't have that.
You don't notice that. Okay.
So I feel fine, actually.
Well, no, I'm not talking about feeling fine. I'm talking about when you move. But in any case, adrenal glands, blood sugar, and then the digestive system. But that's what we talk about all the time. The 3 points of disease, and this is what it means to simplify all of our health conditions. Work backwards. The longest journey begins with a single step. Step number 1, focus on the digestive system. After that, you want to always look to the blood sugar system and then the adrenal glands. All disease follows that triangle: digestion, blood sugar, and the adrenal thyroid complex. I'm Pharmacist Ben. Thanks for listening, folks. We'll be back at you next week with more good health information on the bright side. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful, beautiful day. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye for now.
Self-reliance, survival supplies,
survival skills,
national experts.
Get it all at the only free-to-attend national event exclusively for preppers.
This spring in Tulsa,
it's the National Preppers and Survivalist Expo,
a must-be-there event.
Presented by American Living. This massive expo will include special guests:
David Mays from Nat Geo's Doomsday Preppers,
plus GCN's own Dr. Joel Wallach via live video conference.
Hear Dr. Bones,
Nurse Amy, and members of the American Prepper Network,
along with many other leading national experts.
Learn life-saving tips, CPR, how to handle crisis situations,
walk through a bomb shelter, and much, much more.
2 big days, April 5th and 6th at the Tulsa Expo Square in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
That's April 5th and 6th. Doors open at 9 a.m. with absolutely free admission.
Don't miss the National Preppers and Survivalists Expo, America's largest emergency preparedness event.
Get your free tickets now.
NPSExpo.com.
That's NPSExpo.com.
Big business has discovered the preparedness market, and that makes it difficult to know where to go and who to trust. MyPatriotSupply.com is owned and operated by patriots just like you. Has the best prices on storable food, non-GMO seeds, water filtration devices, home canning equipment, survival and self-reliance books, and more. MyPatriotSupply.com has old-fashioned values and the absolute best customer service in the industry. Look for the deal of the day: unique, affordable survival
survival supplies that fit anyone's budget. Get same-day shipping on all orders and free shipping on orders over $49. Call 866-229-0927, 866-229-0927, or visit MyPatriotSupply.com for emergency preparedness, self-reliance, and food independence. Shop with a name you know and a name you can trust. Before it's time to survive, it's time to prepare. MyPatriotSupply.com.